Hi everybody, it's Barb from Self-Help FAQ YouTube channel, and welcome to the second week in the journal, 3-in-1 guided journal, which I affectionately call the Blue Journal. And you might be able to tell by my voice that I'm under the weather. I caught a virus, so it's not going to be easy to make this video, but I'm going to try, rest when I need to, and to try to get through the pages and my presentation. So bear with me for all the little skips and starts I might do. Thanks again for joining me. Onward we go. Okay, so here we are with week 2, Money for Knowledge. As you see, the quote by Warren Buffett is, "The more you learn, the more you earn." So it's not just a quote from Warren Buffett. It's a principle that can completely shift your future. We're not just talking about formal degrees, we're talking about personal growth, the kind of knowledge that moves you forward in life, in business, or in confidence. So feel free to grab your journal and write as we go, or just listen and come back later to reflect. So, as you see, for the study, we have a few things to think about. Think about investing in yourself, being adaptable to different changing times. Think about learning for the long term and diversify your knowledge. Learn in many different areas. Here's something I've learned. Knowledge is only potential power. It's what you do with it that changes things. We've all consumed content, videos, books, advice, but never put it into practice. This week we're learning to turn it into action. You don't need a 4-year degree to get ahead. You can learn valuable skills online. Some ways that you can invest in and diversify your knowledge include reading widely, taking online courses, listening to podcasts, attending workshops and seminars, joining discussion groups, learning new skills, traveling and experiencing different cultures, and watching documentaries and educational videos. And while there's tons of free content out there, free doesn't always mean effective. Sometimes the best decision is to invest in yourself with time, effort, or sometimes even money. If you've ever spent $20 on a book that changed your life, you know what I mean. And I know when Wednesday coming up, I'll share some of those books with you. Let me share a personal quick story with you. In 2009, I learned how to do field research via surveys on SurveyMonkey. To get people's real, truthful answers on a touchy subject, I asked them to fill out surveys anonymously. Those surveys were the fabric of my first book on Amazon. I took the time to learn not only how to put together surveys and find people to fill them out, but also how to self-publish on Amazon, and I made some money to boot. It didn't cost me any money to invest in this learning, just my time. And since then, I've written and published 3 more books. And I'm going to pause for a minute to show you the title of that first book. All right, and there it is. My first book, Men Tell All Why We Cheat and What to Do About It. To be perfectly honest with you, what happened was, this is a funny story. I got a very expensive ticket on my car for parking, and I didn't have the money to pay for it. So I thought, okay, what am I going to do now? I said, is there a product I can sell or somehow get money off for friends? But I didn't want to get money for nothing. I wanted to offer them something. So I said to them, what is a problem that you're having now that you might want some lengthy advice on? And, I thought they were going to come up with some practical things. But when quite a few of them told me that their men were cheating on them, I was like to myself saying, oh my goodness, how am I going to write about that? And I didn't want to just give my own perspective or read in books what they said and just tell them what they might already know. I wanted to get it straight from the horse's mouth. And so this is what I did. I did the Survey Monkey, put it together, asked just 6 questions, and then I found all the men that I could on Facebook, and I gave them the link to go to the Survey Monkey survey and fill it out, answering the 6 questions. And then I was able to write my book from those 6 questions, what they answered. And I told them it was anonymous so that they would be honest. And so that's how I came up with this book. I felt uncomfortable at first, but it was really good to find out why this happens. And I just wrote it for women. Not to say that only men cheat. Women cheat too, I know that. But I wanted to get the men's reasons why they might or why they do. It was pretty eye-opening, and it's a very interesting research project that I did. So it's only available in ebook right now, but I'm going to rewrite some parts of it, add another part, and then turn it into a paperback. So that's my plan for this one. So, over to you. What have you been curious to learn but haven't taken action on yet? It's okay if you don't know yet. That's what this week is for. So this week's journal question asks, consider your current knowledge and skills, both personally and professionally. Reflect on the areas where you feel most confident and capable. What 1 or 2 new subjects or skills have you been curious about or interested in learning? And how will they help you now or in the future? And if you're not sure what that might be, you could try taking a personality test, not just for fun, but to find out which careers or strengths match who you already are. I'll share at least one of my favorites on Wisdom Wednesday. And you can pause the video here to work in your journal or keep going and work in the journal later. Okay, and we're back with, I'm going to discuss what I wrote for the question, the prompts, and I hope that you'll share yours in the comments or privately to me via my email, barb@selfhelpfaq.com, or the Facebook Self-Help FAQ Facebook page. You can tell me there too. So anyway, I have 2 things that I want to learn how to do. I'm curious, interested in learning. Number 1, I want to learn how to make quality videos to help sell my books. I'm just now learning how to use videos to help sell my books and to help people with self-improvement. But there's a lot more I could learn. My videos are okay, but I know they can be a lot better. I just need to spend more time learning about that. And number 2, excuse me a minute, I want to learn how to use a looping machine in my music so I can perform my music as a solo artist when needed. So if you didn't know, a looping machine is something that layers on sounds. Like you can start out with it giving you a drum beat, and then you can start playing a chord on a guitar. And then after that, you could start singing and maybe playing individual notes or add in piano or some other instrument. And so these are 2 things that I'm interested in learning now, and I would like to start getting better at both of those things. How about you? Let me know in the comments. Okay, now it's time to turn the page and go into the activity portion. And it says, outline some specific steps you could take to start expanding your expertise. Will you take a course on financial literacy? Get a book on investing? Learn how to start an online business? Start following a business podcast? Take online classes? Embrace the idea that continuous learning is an investment in yourself and your future success. You could sign up for a course Just watch a video might give you some ideas. You could start a free trial. Those are some more things that you could do. You don't have to do it all this week, but just start choosing a direction. So you can pause the video and fill this one out now. And some other things that you could think about while you're writing. What skill would make your life easier? What topic lights you up? What do you wish you'd learned 5 years ago? You might even write down 3 learning paths you want to explore in the next year. One in your personal life, one in professional life, and one just for fun. So here's what I wrote for, this is my outline, some specific steps you can take to start expanding the expertise. So for number 1, where I wanted to start making quality videos, I'm actually thinking of spending time with an AI video apps to see if or how it can help me. I haven't really spent time trying to put videos together with AI. It looks like for right now, the app that I use, which is Microsoft's Clipchamp, doesn't do some of the things I would need it to do. It's actually more work. And I was going to use it for tonight's video because how I'm feeling not so good. But it looks like I would pretty much have to do it all myself, the picking out of pictures and videos and voices, and I'm really not feeling well enough to spend the rest of my evening doing all of that. Much easier just to do this myself and clip it together real fast. And number 2, I have actually 2 looping machines that I haven't used yet. Someone came over and started to show me, but they didn't really know my particular model, so I didn't get as much out of it as I needed to. And I've asked a few people to help me, and they really didn't have much to offer. And also at the music store, they said they didn't give any classes. And when I put on YouTube, I didn't see, like, there were some people that were teaching how to use a certain model, but they went so fast and it was very confusing and I just didn't get it. I needed them to slow down and go into more detail. But I started to ask ChatGPT if they could help me, if it could help me. And it actually turned out to be very useful. So it started to help me, and I'm going to continue to work with ChatGPT to teach me how to use a looping machine. All I had to do was give it my model, make and model of my looping machine, and it knows exactly how to use it. I mean, I did read the instructions, but not only are the instructions extremely small, I mean, you'd need a magnifying glass to read that, but it was not written in an easy way. In fact, I think it might have been written by someone whose original language is not English, so I didn't really get that part either. So I'm going to do those 2 things, and I will be starting that this week. How about you? What are you going to do? Let me know. All right. I hope that was fun for you, and that was great work that you did, or that you're going to do. Just believe in yourself, do the work, and I'm sure things are going to happen. So I'll be back on Wednesday, where I'm going to go deeper into the value of self-education. I really believe in that. In fact, I believe in doing that for the rest of your life. Never stop learning, never stop growing. There's always room for improvement. And I'm going to recommend one of my favorite books. And there's a hot trend out there that everyone should be learning now to help job-proof you for the future. I'm sure you might know what I'm talking about, but you'll have to tune in on Wednesday to find out. So thanks again, and I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you learned from this lesson. Or if you have any questions, maybe I can feature you on Friday, Follow-Up Friday. Thanks again, and we'll see you on Wednesday.